I got this book I'm trying to read. Bro, I chose the wrong book. I haven't read a book in so long. I mean, I'm definitely interested in this topic, but I feel like I have to start from the very beginning, and I'm trying to jump into the middle. It's 5:26 p.m. Wednesday, May 27th. It's approximately 73 degrees outside near Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Tacoma. Just chilling, kind of getting tan, making sure all my flabs get tapped. I don't know if my phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna have to go to the car sometime. But the daily opens here. I'm just setting up my charts right now. Give me a second. Hopefully you can be able to see them. Now these lines, I know like the 50% and then hot zones, but I don't know the percentages that are on these lines or anything, so it's probably something I should learn, but until I see some type of consistency, I'm not trying to edit too much. This is what we're looking like right now. This candle, this dragonfly, here, maybe if I tilt my phone like that. This dragonfly candle right there came back down into the range. We anticipated the buy setup to grab the highs of the consolidation. So we have the daily close wick. So we broke the higher time frame lows on the daily, and then this is all the wick of the daily, and then we closed in this area, consolidated sideways. We went up to boost all these buys right here for people thinking it's going to continue up, and then right away we start falling downwards. Now I'm still looking for sells, but I think I may have missed my time. We are 30 minutes in. The hourly setup for a 30-minute push downwards looks decent, but it looks to be, if it were to fall down, you would want to see it come back up and fall into the wicks. I'm on the beach, so we have people just walking by. But dragon, so daily wick consolidated, took the highs, fell downwards. Maybe gonna get a slight push down, manipulation, push to the upside, grab that wick and fall downwards more. That's my assumption right now. But as time goes on and more candles close, my thinking changes constantly while looking at this. It's kind of just a waiting game right now. Not a lot going on. I mean, with me at least, I was working. My girl and I were having issues. She didn't want to talk to me. Like the work I was doing, I didn't really like. I wasn't feeling fulfilled or anything, and I was trading. I love trading. That's what I'm doing right now. And I was trading at this job, and I was making and made a decent amount due to market conditions, but I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take this money, I'm going to go on a little vacation, do a little bit of thinking to myself, and I ran out of money. Oh, look at this. See, I don't know if you can see it. I can't really zoom in on somewhere. It's somewhere out there. basically, I don't know. I don't really know the reasons why I did what I did. I feel it kind of is like a butterfly effect. Ironically, I made a song back in the day called Butterfly Effect. But it's one thing after another, then when things come crashing down in life, they come crashing down all at once, but then it's weird. As of right now, I only have a $300 accounts and about $170. I haven't eaten today. I haven't really drinking water. I need to fill up my gas, which is going to be $80 itself. I'm chilling. I have a job offer down back in Vancouver that I need to, if I want to have that as an option, I need to do some paperwork, call some places, and have that sent over. And I should have that as an opportunity just in case come next week. But I don't know how much part of me doesn't want to, but part of me says, I want something to do with my day. Like as of right now, I'm just sitting here talking to you. Not that that's a bad thing. It's only 7 minutes, man. Getting back to it, okay. Working, job wasn't making me feel fulfilled. I love trading. I traded. I was making money due to market conditions and my new strategy that was starting to play in. And my strategy keeps developing, and it's more of like this type of thing. But I know in the future I could code this into a bot or something. I don't know all the details to do that, nor do I have the knowledge to code, and I feel trying to take on a new task like that is kind of too much for my head. But at the same time, I'm sitting here and not even really doing much. I can barely read this book and understand it. I find myself reading things over and over and over again, having to, just like lessons in life, For me, it has to keep on happening until I finally learn. But if I know there's a way and I know there's a path, and I'm gonna keep on doing it, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hurting anybody, although I have hurt a few people in my life. I wasn't able to control my emotions, and I love them dearly to this day, and it's so much, man. I know so many faces I see walking along this coast in my car. I was trying to go from Washington when I made money and quit my job to California. I didn't know what I was going to do. It was probably going to look something like this, just sitting on a beach, enjoying the sun. But I broke down in Vancouver. I found a job in Vancouver for a little bit. I lost a lot of my money over risking. Dealing with the large cash amounts, in my eyes at least. To some it may not be. But, it was just me along the road trying to make it all the way to Cali. The work I found I actually liked. It was like assembly, like manufacturing, production, building trusses. And that was just bad. I've always had a habit of showing up late. But the thing is, I was sleeping in my car some nights. Yes, I was staying at my cousin's. He let me crash there some nights, but I was barely there. The only time I was really staying there was when I was there to cook. And I can get a burner anywhere if I really want to. The only issue I have right now is keeping food at good temperature. Because I don't know, how long ice will last in the cooler, nor do I think I have room for a cooler. My daughter's here in Washington, up here towards Seattle, and I need to be closer. I can't go, I can't leave. stay here. I mean, I can at some point in time, but only if I succeed in what I'm trying to do. And speaking of, not enough time has passed. Just like love, just like my ex that I'm still torn up about, not even going to lie, not enough time has passed. And we try to make it work, but not enough time has passed. And I say it in this tone because I have to. Hey.
Howdy.
I say not enough time has passed. We try it again, but, you know, by history and everything, from what I know and stories, talking with people, it's done. No matter how much I want it. It's so painful because I'm sorry if I'm talking to someone new, but I would take it back. In this moment, I would take it back in an instant. No matter what happened, no matter what. Just boom. And part of me feels like, you know, you shouldn't do that to women. You shouldn't let them come in and out. Even if you were a dick, you gotta own up to your shit, but then stand your ground and be like, you know, if you're coming back, you gotta stay. If it's too much, you gotta push past it. Otherwise, you stay away until you're ready. But if it takes you too long, that is my fault because we're in this situation in the first place. But then, there's nothing we can do. Otherwise, we're just going to end up failing again. And I'm done seeing failure between us. And that's that, though. I don't know what I want. I just want money, man. But the thing is like, yes, I could have these things. I'm just gonna be so empty. Like, if I had all these things that I wanted right now, I'd still be here in my fucking broken ass Nike compression pants, damn, on a beach, my feet in some water. I would have me a fishing pole most likely. I want a pole. I know they're not much, like $20, $25. I'm not trying to do that right now though. I don't know anything about licensing. If I didn't have anything to worry about in the future, I'd probably pull up to Westport right now. But I gotta make a change in my life. And that change is going to be becoming a profitable day trader. Staying with what I was doing, being profitable. Towards when everything started to fall apart, I was progressing. I was learning every step in the way, and I was neglecting other things so I could dive further into it. And I'm somewhat ashamed of it. But I feel that in the specific situation, I'm talking about relationship-wise, going forward in that situation we were in, it was a losing battle. And both of us were just holding on as much as possible. And I was neglecting because it showed where my priorities were. Perfecting this craft, but you know, fuck it, bro. I don't understand. This shit's going to pay for the house, pay for our kids, pay for, you know, I don't do this shit for damn $20 a day. I do this shit for, I want a decent amount. And leverage with multiple accounts. If I could just find consistency, if I can just perfect my edge. But the thing is right now I'm just making cash. I'm using intuition to play these levels and watching it, which is leaving a bigger gap open for me to fail. Like, the opportunity for failure is greater than if I were to have data and certain things, like a certain play, I guess. Strategy. I have certain things in here, but nothing's written down, man. Sometimes it's hard to follow, but I find myself doing better than I was years ago. Consistency is not gonna come overnight either, and it's happening. I mean, I'm this cash. I can't really say that, bro. 4 more minutes. I can't really say that because, well, I can. Before it's just I keep increasing my size, and then every now and then, most of the time, 90% of the time, I just let an over leveraged trade run to one side, and then I'll enter a position right afterwards, and then it'll run me out, margin me out of that. I don't want that no more, man. Some trades I take to this day, and I'm going to be taking today. I'm going to be in some drawdown, I know, and I'm going to be like, man, if I saw this in cash in my face, I would not let this slip. I would not lose this, but I need decent amounts. I don't know what I'm going to stop at today, I think. I don't know. I think 400 profit would be decent. For profits, if I want to play a little safer, we'll split it up against these trades. $400, we'll split it up against 4 trades. $4 moves. Protect that 3. Or no, protect that. I don't want to cap my winnings though, because my strategy does have winners at times. I just don't know when to hold it. Like, there's certain things I know in market and order flow that could be a confluence into my moves. I just don't understand them right now. And knowing this and proceeding forward, is that stupid, or is that, I'm trying to perfect what I know right now and what I see right now to then put in more stuff later on? It's because I know it, and I'm not just trying to spend my time, nor do I have the money I need really, if I'm going to learn about it, I'm going to learn about it, bro. I'm not going to, I need fiber, Wi-Fi. I need different computers, and because my strategy has mainly technical analysis and support and resistance with set levels, I'm looking at charts more in multiple time frames, and then I'd have to have another screen for specifically the DOM. 1 more minute to go. So we pushed to the upside right now from where we were. Good thing we didn't sell. It wasn't saying to sell right there. So the daily formed a top wick. We had an engulfing. Oh, fucker. This candle engulfed the body of those, but not engulfed the wick. The wick extended past the previous lows, but closed technically back into the range of previous wicks. But it engulfed the body closure, which is the holding price, which shows more strength to the downside. The way and where this is positioned and how far it extended kind of describes how much manipulation we should see going forward from this point. I don't believe it's going to shoot straight downwards, and I don't know if I can record for the next 2 hours on this phone. I don't want to enter a trade right now. Greed is big, If any unprofitable traders actually watching this, greed is huge, but it's like, what really will make you happy? It's like, what is happiness? Everyone's happiness, unless you're wise with money, it just keeps going up and up and up, You get a raise, you get a newer car, you get a bigger house, you know. And these things are just upgrades of the things you have. And what if you don't really hold weight to the things you have so much? What if you want things, but more just to be accepted socially or to please the people you love for some odd reason? More than that, more like supporting, yes. Feeding your family, yes. I feel like I'm playing a losing battle sometimes when I'm trying to enjoy life and I'm working 9 to 5s, working night shifts, losing my days. And you know, part of it is my own fault. Part of it is because I have succeeded in markets. Part of it is because when I first started, like, I was doing decent. I remember I had multiple accounts, and in like a whole week, sometime after I was learning about it, I grew 5 $50 accounts, both all into $250. And I was like, what? Now it's like, but looking back now, that's a little too much, that growth. But I'm still doing that growth to this day, baby. I'm gonna try it at least and stick with it, because, bro, it's not like I do need it. It would bring such a stress relief over me. And if I can get some money into my pocket, get past this weekend, it'll be a stress relief to me. If I get some money into my pocket from this, take care of the things that are going to be coming up, I'll be set in stone. And then from there, all I gotta really worry about is growing my account. But what is that point of where I can be like, okay, I'm relaxed now I can grow my account? Because to sustain actually going and sticking to a place permanently for my situation, because, like, low-key, bro, I'm just in my car right now, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. I was hesitant because I guess I do, because I'm not able to have, like, my daughter come over or like a girl come over, and that part sucks. But there's leverage out there in what I'm doing, and I know from times where I would have been doing the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum. I'd be making rents plus extra, but I'm trying to push so much a day. Like, okay, hold up, 1,600, 3,200, $6,400, $6,400 a month I'm trying to make right now. Right now, as we speak on this phone, from $70, I'm trying to make $6,400 a month from just sitting on this beach, playing on my phone, and talking to you for 23 minutes. And that's off of $70. Now, if I can continue to grow my account, that number will come easier, risk will be greater. But the way that I grow, the way that my account grows is it's like martingaling, kind of. You know, you're taking your winnings, you're doubling down, you're putting it in there, you know. And I need to reach a level where it's really consistent, something that's like on the verge of insanity. Like, bro, this is not going to work out, and this is crazy if it plays out, just so when it plays out, it play out. You need something in there. It's more than just, you know, wanting more, but it's also, you know, helping your focus, staying in tune with it, you know, keeping on the edge. Otherwise, like me right now, if I just put in a 0.01 line, I'm not going to give a fuck about it. I'm not going to analyze the charts properly. And as my accounts get larger and my bills get larger, things change. My risk tolerance changes. And trading is just like life. What are you talking about, bro? You get a raise in your job. You could save off trading too. It's just, I fucked up, bro. Yes, if I would have saved, if I would have not traded, I would have a lot more money to this day because of what I was doing. I would have a lot more money to this day than I do now, which is, you know, what I mentioned. I ain't too worried about it though. I know, just like anyone else, I'll find work. What I'm worried about is failing at this, even though I know there's like forces that are just playing against me, from psychology to, you know, everyday noise. I just make it more difficult for me to trade at some points, and the stress of the situation I put myself in. I mean, I don't want to, not many people can do this. I don't know how the best way to put it. Not many people can handle this part, but I am also neglecting things and responsibilities that not many people are willing to do or should do. Like, I shouldn't neglect my responsibilities, and I did for so long, and look what I lost. There needs to be a fine line between working on yourself, working on what you want, and going out and achieving it, while keeping who you love, what you love, and staying safe and protected throughout life. There's got to be a fine line of it, and I just don't know what that looks like. Bro, I'm hurt, man. I'm not. It sucks so bad. I liked that job that I had so much. Trading right now, this is giving me extra stress. Like, the 15 minutes starting to flip to the downside, and after we had some wicks, we get a closure, take the highs, and start going back downwards. Possible impulse move after impulse wicks. Came back, held that downside, took lows partially, not really enough to say that's a reversal, just to come back up, start falling back down. We're gonna wait till the hourly close, 6 minutes, and we may have to wait till the next hour closes. This is what it is. So, anyways, that's about it for me, man. That's about it for me. I ain't gonna really tap into this book too much today. I feel like I've talked out